Hello, grade 6. The third lesson from module 6 will be one-step subtraction equations. If you remember, we finished in the last lesson forming, writing, and solving one-step addition equations, and now we will go to the second, part or the second member from the addition and subtraction group or family, which is the subtraction equation. And at the end of the lesson, students will use the addition property of equality to write and solve one-step subtraction equations. Now, I can write equations to represent real-life problems involving subtraction. As you can see here, it's subtraction. The operation, you will write it and you will see it in front of you, not to solve, to write. There's a difference between writing an equation and solving the equation. For writing the equation, the operation you will see it, or the keyword that will help you to decide the operation will be subtraction. Now we will look now for some keywords that will help us or tell us how to use the subtraction operation. And as you can see here from the table, to write equation or to write subtraction equations, there are words. There should be variable. I have to define it. And at the end, I should form or write the equation. Now, words describe the mathematics of the problem, and we use only the most important words in the problem. We use what we call them keywords that help you to decide that this problem is a subtraction problem. Now, after that, I will define a variable. Any variable, I can use it. Most of the times it's one of the letters. I will use it to define or to represent the unknown quantity. There must be an unknown quantity. And at the end, I will, translate or form the subtraction equation after I finish looking for the operations, looking for the variable, and actually looking for the keywords that will help me. Now, Caroline gave Everly 8 beads and was left with 37 beads. Now write a subtraction equation that can be used to determine the total number of beads Caroline had originally. Let's look at the word or at the sentence that say the total number she has originally. So from that I can see that there is actually a missing total number. The total number is missing, it's unknown. And since it's unknown, I can use instead of it one of the letters. Now, looking for the words that help me to, to decide that I will use subtraction equation and how I will arrange the equation, that they see it, for example, the total number of the beads, they say it, I want to find it, which is actually the unknown number, minus the number of the beads given, because she said that the left beads, that she's having now, Carolina has now, is 37. So the left is 37. So the given beads to her friend, they were 8 beads. So I look first for the keywords that would help me to decide where to put the the unknown, where to put or how to decide that this is subtraction, not addition or multiplication. For example, when I said I don't know about the originally or the total numbers that are were in the first place as an origin, the original total numbers or the basic numbers of the beads. Then I said that 8 beads were, given away. So, and I said that, the left beads were 37. So as you can see here, we can just notice that there is variable, which are actually the total number of the beads, unknown, So the variable here, it represents the unknown. There is number 8, which represents the number of the beads were given, and there as you can see here, there is a number which is 37 that represents the number of the beads were left, what she has now with her. Now, when I form it, then I can, if they ask us to find, I can just continue the equation. But as we said now, miss, till now, the questions are asking to write subtraction equation, not to solve them, to write them. For example, they say the oldest person to travel in space was John Glenn. The youngest person to fly in space was only 25 years old. At 25 years old, this is 52 years less than John Glenn's age. Now, I want, or they ask us to write subtraction equation that can be used to find John Glenn's age when he traveled in space. Now, miss, as you can see here, now 52 years less than John Glenn's age is, the youngest person's age. So, look, now, the youngest person age, he was 52 years less than this person, or the first person who his name was, Glenn's, okay? Now, and I know that from the question that the age of the new person or the youngest person was 25. So, the age of Glenn's, okay, or Glenn's age minus 52 equals 25 years old. Now, I can form the equation A minus 52 equals 25. After I form it, I can then find the, John Glenn's age. Now, to find it, I should use inverse operation. And I should use the addition property of equality. So I will add 52. And we said before that we add because actually I see subtraction. And the inverse operation of subtraction is addition. So I will add, and since I have a balance, I have an equation, I will add the same number to the right and to the left. And then we will find the, the age of the person, or Glenn's age, which is actually 52 more than, the youngest person. How about solving the subtraction equations? To solve subtraction equation, I will use the inverse operation. As you can see here, I will use the inverse operations. Now, I said before, if you remember that for addition, inverse is subtraction. Now, for subtraction, the inverse operation is addition. So, from the table, we can see that if 10 is equal to 10, then whatever you add, to 10, you should add it, to the other side. So, whatever, since they are equal in the first place, so if you add any number to the right side or left side, you should add the same number to the right side. And this is what I call it addition property of equality. Now, if n minus 6 equals negative 7, and this is an equation, and I want to get rid of number negative 6, so what I will do, I will add number 6. When I add number 6 to the left side, I should do the same to the right side. So for negative 7, I will add, number 6. I will add number 6 for, negative 6 to give me 0, and this is how I will isolate n. Then I will add 6 to number negative 7, which is equal to, equals to number 1, right? Now, solve subtraction equation. They said that compare and contrast solving one-step addition and solving one-step subtraction equations. As we said, if I want to solve, I will use the inverse operation. When I'm talking about addition problem and when I see addition, when I see addition operation, our addition sign, I should use subtraction. The inverse is subtraction. And when I'm seeing subtraction sign in front of me in a problem and I want to solve this problem, I should use addition because the inverse operation of subtraction is addition. For example, solve 13 equals x minus 7 and check your solution. Now, as you can see here, what's the operation you will see it? It's subtraction. Since it's subtraction, what I will do, I do the inverse operation, which is actually addition or add number 7. This is what I call it, addition property of equality. Now, when I add number 7, what will happen to the right side? Negative 7 and positive 7 will, will be crossed out together. Now, so I isolate x in the right side. What will happen to the left side? I will add 32 plus 7 to keep the balance. Whatever you add to the right side, you should add it to the left side. And whatever you add to the left side, you should do the same to the right side. So the answer is 39. X is equal to 39. Now we will keep solving examples and asking questions in the class about this lesson, inshallah.